Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. If it's morning for you, I want to welcome you in. It may be afternoon. It may be evening. Goodness, it may be Monday for you. But wherever you are, I want to welcome you to a very special broadcast. I want to welcome you to the power of pure presence. Season 1, Episode 1. The beginning of a beautiful new journey for you and for me. For many of you, this is exactly what you've been searching for, whether you're aware of it or not. Somebody shared this with you, they shared it with you for a reason. Your mind might be racing. You might have a lot going on in your life. But I trust you found this for a reason and a purpose, even if you don't know what it is yet. My name's Austin J. Haines, and gosh, I'm the creator of The Power of Pure Presence. And I want you to think about that as we move into this right away. And I want you to pay attention to your breath as we move into this. Just make sure that breath is flowing nice and easy in and out. I'm going to set the show up for you. I want to welcome everybody that's streaming live in the chat through YouTube, Facebook. And if you're getting this on a playback, maybe you're on Apple TV, Amazon, Roku, wherever you find this, I want to welcome you in today. I'll get into a little bit of the history, but first I want to bring you into this moment with me just by finding your breath. This is such a powerful thing, and I'll give you the structure of the show. Although it has very little structure, there's some. This is more about what arises in the present moment, and I will share things that have already rose up for me this morning. I met 2 women coming in here that were totally into what I was talking about and what I was doing. And they're the only 2 people here. And so I embraced that. I had some challenges with the signal. I embraced that. What is it that you maybe need to embrace as this show unfolds? Is there something that's been kicking up for you, you've been fighting with? Let's see if we can transcend that today. One of the things we do in the other show, Flashpoint, is we have an hourglass as a symbol to be in the present moment. That the future has yet to be determined. The past is already done. And the only thing we have is right here and right now as it unfolds. I want you to live more fully in the moment, and it starts right now. This is where we start, everyone. Your mind's racing. You might be judging it. You might be thinking, you might be judging yourself. This is where we start. Right now. Right now. Yes, you made some mistakes in the past. You might be unsure of the future, but let's see if we can converge at this moment in time and create something today. Co-create today. So how this is going to work, and it's already starting to rain, but we're prepared. I want to share a little bit of a background, and then we'll get into the show. My name's Austin, as I said, and this show is an evolution of really a simple mantra that came from another amazing venture called Flashpoint, which you're going to learn about. Flashpoint, manifesting the moment of your big breakthrough. And through this process, there was this mantra that came out during these live events that I was doing, and it was get free, stay present, move forward. And this show today marks the evolution and the culmination of the stay present part. So here we go. I am prepared. I don't want the computer to get wet. So we got an umbrella. Okay. And this whole stay present just kept coming up. It kept coming up. It kept evolving inside of me. It kept coming through. It kept coming through. And it grew and grew inside of me until it became a powerful transformational tool. Not even a tool. I don't want to use that word because it's not even the right word. It became a powerful evolution, embodiment of that welled up inside of me. And really, what it comes to is this. I'm going to share a little bit about my story. I spent 19 years in corporate America. Many of you know that. And I became addicted to the future moment at the cost of the present moment. My brain was on the future goal, always trying to get to that next moment. What's next? What's next? What's next? And in that process, not living in the present moment where life is happening. Can you relate? Can you relate to what I'm talking about? I must, I have to, I gotta. I must, I have to, I gotta. It created a lot of discontent inside of me because I was never content. I was never embracing the current moment. There was always something else to do, some other goal to achieve, something to accomplish. And unbeknownst to me, I was out of alignment. And when you're out of alignment, you're not in the present moment. And through the process of, and by the way, I'm going to welcome you all in today. It's 3 years. This is my 3-year anniversary from I left my corporate job of 19 years. Today's the 3-year anniversary. So this is a special day for me on so many levels. And I really want this to serve you today. Paid the price of discontent, angst, lack of all these things, feeling flawed in the moment. I'm going to talk about that. Feeling like the moment is flawed because the next moment, the future moment, was better. The future moment was better. In essence, this is the dis-ease of our time, the discontent of our time. And that dis-ease is this. And this was my situation. The future moment is better, and it's going to fix this moment. I want you to hear this. Think about the paradox here. The future moment, the goal that I'm going to hit, is going to fix right now. But if I am discontent right now, no matter where I go, there I am. If I'm discontent now, I might experience the rush of a goal, but the discontent soon returns. Why? Because I never learned to cultivate fulfillment in this very moment. Why am I doing this show? That's the story of why I'm doing the show. Why I'm doing the show is because there's plenty of people that suffer with destination addiction, just like I did. Future achievement, just like I did, at the cost of giving up the present moment, which is where life is. There's no future moment that's going to fix right now. There's a future vision. It's whatever you're cultivating right now expands. There is no point A to point B, at least in the process. In our human brains, there is. I won the race. I accomplished the goal, and it is valuable. But it's an expansion of right now. Not I'm a here and I'm going to jump to there and everything's better. It's an expansion of the present moment. I want this show to solve the major problem, dis-ease and discontent in the world today. That their life is somewhere else, that they've been living in a someday place, a fantasy land, an illusion, when life is right now. Life is happening for us right now. And so my intention for this show is that you experience fulfillment now. Not tomorrow, not next week, not in the firework display, that you experience fulfillment right now, the kind of fulfillment that is overwhelming, the kind of fulfillment that will bring you to tears because you've fully stepped into right now. And I'm going to go back to this share. I want you to read this right now. Embrace right now. It's a powerful quote by T.S. Eliot. We shall not cease from exploration, and in all of our exploring, we shall arrive to where we started and know the place for the first time. Written in the early 1940s, it was a powerful poem titled Little Giddings to reach the world during the war, to stop the insanity of our time. And my offer, my plea, my proclamation, my declaration, if you will, that quote speaks directly to what we're talking about right now. And that is what you end up arriving back to is the present moment, and you know the place for the first time. The pure presence you experienced as a child, a joyful moment when you're in the moment. This morning I saw a fox jump right out in front of me. I saw a woodpecker. And it's just these subtleties of life that are such a gift. And I intend that you feel that. You feel that presence to the point where it fills up your soul, transcends any of the noise of the mind that you might be going through, that you open up to something new. How this show is going to work, and we'll get back to some of these great conversations. And I just want to listen. I want you to feel this. I really do. I want you to know that you're loved. I want you to know that no matter what mistake it's in the past, I want you to know that the blessing is right now. And whatever we do now, whatever we co-create now, we expand. And we don't just expand for ourselves. We expand for every single person we're going to come in contact with. Think about how much better the world could be. And it starts with us. It starts right now. So the way the show is going to work, and for those of you that are new to this, I've been doing a daily video at 7:45 a.m. every single morning. And I want to invite you to join that. That's tomorrow. I'll be back again at 7:45 a.m. It's only on my social media platform. So you just need to look up Austin J. Haines, which is right there just look that name up on social media, and you'll find my life and business coach page on Facebook, or you can look me up on YouTube, and you can join this every morning at 7:45 a.m. if this is resonating with you. I want to share another part of how we got to this TV show, The Power of Pure Presence, Season 1, Episode 1. And you're a part of it. This is history in the making. I want to congratulate you for being here, really. I see so much here. I'm just, wow. Very excited. What we've been doing every morning, I read from a book. So we're gonna have a reading during the show. We're gonna have a reading. We're gonna hear from you. I want to grab your shares because your shares are important. You're a part of the show. Those of you that are interactive, if you're listening to this on an on-demand platform, you're welcome to join us in the live chat when we go live every Sunday at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm going to share the location with you, and I'm going to share that right now. I'm at Arnie's Mount, New Jersey. It's not a town. It's a place. It's been turned into this beautiful nature preserve, and it represents the highest peak in southern New Jersey, which sounds impressive, but southern New Jersey is mostly flat, so it didn't take much, but it's a beautiful place, which is that way. And I'll see if I can pan around by the time before we get to the end of the show so I can share the place with you. So we're going to grab your shares. We're going to share the place. have a reading, but the rest of it is going to be intuitive. It's going to be what arises in the moment, because this is the lesson. Our brains are always plotting, scheming, and thinking, and we can block out what's arising in the present moment. And I want you to embrace what arises in the present moment. And that means here you can notice, I want you to, and I'm going to give you a metaphor here. What's arising in the present moment for you? And I want you to share it. And I don't care if it has nothing to do with what I'm talking about. Whatever is rising up in you, and you'll know it. It's pure, it's organic. It's not based on obsessive thinking. It just kind of pops in out of nowhere, and you're like, and you feel, it's almost like, right? It's like, it's not like, if you think about your face and overthinking, right? It's more of like a spaciousness. It's not contraction. It's spacious. And it just comes in, and it's like an idea. Nothing so powerful as an idea, nothing so powerful as an idea whose time has come. And no idea, you'll never be interrupted by a good idea, because it doesn't interrupt you. It's meant to be. But it can only happen when you're spacious. If you're in a state of angst, anxiety, you're blocking the present moment. You're not in alignment with the present moment. And it's a letting go, it's a surrender. So here's what I want to do. I got this here, and it stopped raining, so we can take the umbrella down for now. It's a cup. I did this the other day for the first time. What I want you to do, we're going to fill this cup up today. And what I want you to do, every time you observe something in yourself, or it could be around me, I want you to type it in. That is observation. That's how we can welcome in the present moment. So I'm going to pause for a moment. And I want to invite you to pause. Okay, we're going to do this now. Just find your breath. What do you hear? What do you observe? Could be something that is in my surroundings. Could be something that rises up in you completely out of nowhere. It's the present moment coming in. What do you hear? Type it in the chat. What's coming through for you right now in this moment? What are you observing right now in this moment? What are you feeling right now in this moment? I want you to give me a deep breath this morning. The deepest breath you've had all morning. This is where life is right now. This is what we're working on right now. You clicked on this video right now. Be with this right now. Undivided attention right now. Observation right now. What are you feeling right now? What's coming through right now? Calm. Birds. Nature. Is nature forcing itself on you? Is nature anxious right now? It just is. I'm feeling the urge to go outside and walk. So every observation you have, maybe you notice the grass behind me. Maybe you notice the trees. And I'll see if I can show you this. There's turkey buzzards, these ginormous birds right next to me here. I'm going to see if I can share that with you. There's a woman walking her dog, right? What else do you hear? Do you hear the raindrops hitting the leaves? Sedona on the cap? What else? Let's grab some of your shares here right now. Start up here. So we created a hashtag. We're going to challenge you. This is a challenge of the show. And you can start right now. It's just pause and breathe. That's it. Just pause and breathe. As simple as you can. That's it. That's it. Pause and breathe. Pause and breathe. Multiple bird sounds. Birds in nature. Calmness. I'm feeling the urge to go outside and walk. My heart is racing. Wow. The present moment can be so powerful. You can't even imagine. You can imagine, but you can't. It has to be experienced. We shall not cease from exploration. And in all of our exploring, we shall arrive where we started and know the place for the first time. And that place is the present moment. It's what you've been searching for. It's what you've been longing for. And you didn't know it. Now you know. Wisdom. I'm feeling you can do all things, Ivy. With God bless you, Ivy. God bless you. This is, and you know, I had a powerful thing yesterday with Ivy, and here's what I want to share. The world is full of toxic success. Get to the destination at all costs. Ruin your health. Who cares about relationships? Get there. Take the mountain. We need to do better. We can be in alignment with who we are, and we can have success that is beyond our wildest dreams. Success that it's spacious. It makes room for everybody. It doesn't sacrifice at the cost of just to get to some destination. It's sustainable. It builds, it transcends, it ripples way beyond us. And all we need to do is step into the present moment, get in alignment to our truest and best. We've been overthinking, trying too hard, forcing the issue. Be who you are, because that is what the world needs. Slowly calming heart rhythm. Pause and breathe. Pause and breathe. I'm going to pause a lot during the show because this is a practice. It's not just me talking the whole time. Pause and breathe. And thank you, DJ, for sharing that hashtag. Crickets. You saw the dream big on the cup. I'm going to get a custom mug, by the way. I'm working on that. And I want you to help me grow the show. I want you to be a part of this show. This is a co-creation. This is an evolution. And I'm going to talk more about the show too, because I am going to have guests on the show. I'm going to have places, guests, but all the while we're practicing right now to be in the moment. So if you clicked on this, this is your opportunity for fulfillment right now. It's not in the future, it's right now. the comfort of my recliner to concentrate on this. That's beautiful. Okay. Crickets. Blue jay saying hello. I love this. Pause, breathe, allow. Pause, breathe, allow. Pause and breathe. Yeah, exactly. Beautiful. Good morning, my brother. Gordon, much love to you, my friend. Thanks for being here this morning. Gordon's got a great platform he's building. We'll get into that. I see greens. I hear birds. And Sandy, we're sending lots of love to you. Healing. Sometimes it's hard to embrace what is when you're going through a tough time, but just do your best to embrace it. Okay. Thank you so much, Gordon. I really appreciate you. And I'm excited to be sponsoring your platform. Really just want to help everybody, but men in particular. Today's the 3-year anniversary of when I left my corporate job. Silent serenity. Toxic success. Success at any cost is not success. Amen. We can do better. We can come from a more organic place. This is what you're, oh my God, what you're doing is beyond wonderful. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You are welcome. This is my life. This is my gift. This is, and it took me a long time, but it's perfect. It's exactly what it needs to be. Alignment with what is. If you're here, you're in alignment with what is. If you're feeling like you should be somewhere else, you're not in alignment. And I'm going to get into some readings, by the way. I was like, man, am I going to fill an hour? I thought it was going to be 30 minutes, but I think we're going to fill this hour because I still have the reading that evolved from the 745, and I want to invite you to join that. If somebody could share my Facebook page link or my YouTube link in here, so people who are just finding out about this for the first time have an opportunity to stay connected, because we're going to be doing more of this. I am on a mission. I'm very excited about this. I'm just grabbing your shares right now. This is a part of the show. So this is everything that's coming up in the moment. That's what this is. And you are in this moment with me. So you're sharing. I can do all things through the comfort. I can do all things through the comfort from the God of all creation. And it's right now. It's right now. Success is abundance in every aspect of our lives. Amen, brother. Abundance is always flowing. Now, I want to just make a point. What if I'm in a really hard situation? Austin, you don't understand. I know all this presence talk sounds great, but listen, dude, you don't know what I'm going through. You're right. I may not understand your situation, but the one thing I started off the show, everything that happens now expands. If you want to grow, you make right now better, and in the smallest incremental way you can. You plant that seed, you hold that seed, you water it, you nourish it, you fertilize it, you hold it, you focus on it, and allow it to expand. And you will grow. And you will grow out of that situation that you're in. The power of the pause. Power of the pause. And I'd love for you to feel goosebumps during the show. When this, just in the present moment, you feel the energy flowing through you. You're connected. Give yourself the gift of being 100% present in this moment. My heart rate is already almost normal again. Thanks for sharing that, Mandy. power's in the pause. The clarity, the purpose that you seek, I'm going to talk about that. It arises from within. Our society is hyper-focused with external stimulus. I got to get there when everything you need is within you now. And you merely need to expand it out from within, not go get it and bring it back in. Because when you expand from within, you're going to continue to learn. You're going to continue to grow. You are welcome. Chats are coming in. Doing my best. I really appreciate you sharing. This is valuable for me. Continue, Mandy. Continue. And I want to ask you to share this with one person who needs this message. Who needs this message this morning? Who needs to know that there's peace right now, that fulfillment is right now? Share that with them. I am abundant now. I am loved now. Yes, I am loved now. I am grateful now. Grow in the moment. Oh, see, Sarah heard the bullfrogs. I didn't hear the bullfrogs. I'm gonna need to be dialed in here. I want to hear the bullfrogs. Although we heard the bullfrogs on the morning show, we had already felt multiple goosebumps. Amen. I feel tingling. Oh, beautiful. I'm so relaxed. Oh, you hear that? It's awesome. So awesome. The challenges and hard times are the dirt that hold nutrients we need to be able to grow. Embrace those challenges and reach out for support. There are hard times and we can get through. Amen to that. And it's a great metaphor with the dirt, right? The dirt that comes in. If we just look at it differently, we can embrace the moment and grow. Here now. This is wonderful. Staying open to the process with love. Thank you, Mandy, for sharing this. Pure joy magnetizes our desires into fruition. Amen. The essence of pure, peaceful power. We want you to move forward from a place of peaceful power, poised, planned, profitable, productive, and passionately on purpose. Expansion of what's already inside of you. Heard the frogs. All right, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to transition now. Whatever's arising in you, I want to continue to share. I want you to continue to share. And I'm going to read this book here, and it's July 3rd. I'm humbled, I'm honored, I'm blessed, and learning to embrace the present moment just like you are. Here's a great thing. I'm in an area where the signal is in and out. If the signal goes out, I want you to use that as an opportunity to be present. If the signal goes out, just breathe. Pause. Okay, just relax. It'll be okay. If the signal goes out, we'll figure it out. Okay? Because what we need will show up. And thank you, Ivy, for sharing that. For those of you joining for the first time, this is from the morning show that we do. It's called Sunrise Gratitude, 365 morning meditations for joyful days all day, all year long. So I don't know if that's translating for you, but I'm reading it for you. And I'm going to go to July 3rd, which is my anniversary day. Let's see what it says. And then we'll continue on with the show. I have another thing to share, and we'll continue to grab what arises in the present moment. And I want you to find that stillness today, that presence for you. And some of you already have experienced that. So okay, that's fantastic. And by the way, don't try to get there. Just observe. Okay. As the sun warms the ground, the flowers open and birds fly around looking for food. Morning is a time of preparation and opening. It's a lovely time to prepare for the day and visualize the outcomes you desire. What do you need to prepare for today? What is opening in your life? Today is the perfect day to work toward your dreams and open up possibilities. When we take the time to prepare, our days transpire more effectively. So this is like preparing for the future, right? But again, here's the epiphany. You could be thinking here to there, and I want you to be thinking vision expansion. Vision is brought into the moment, expansion, and then expand out, where your vision arises. Let me say that again. Your vision arises in the present moment. That's a better way to put it, because in all the studying I've done, it's the words can never fully do it justice. The words are little fragments, little pointers. The words are pointers too. The words, we can't be fooled thinking that the words are, because that's the disease of society. Labels, goals, boxes, and the brain is identified with those things. But the words are merely pointers to something that's vast and deep, and it's inexplicable. We can only experience it. And so this is a great read today for July 3rd. And if you're a part of the morning gratitude, make sure you're thinking about what you're grateful for in this moment. And we've already done that today. I know we've already done this today. So now this has been, okay, so we're going to continue on now. I want to read, I read this the other day, and I'm going to read it again. And then I'm going to continue to invite you to be in the present moment. So if you're just joining, did you pause? Is your mind racing? Just grab the moment, right? Continue to do that throughout this. I'm going to read this again. I read this yesterday, but I'm going to read it again to kick off the show because I think it's so important. Because people that I've talked to struggle for their purpose. What's my purpose? Is this all there is? And before I get into this, I'm going to share another story that I wanted to give context to the launching of this show. I want to provide you some more context, some more depth, and some more reason as to why this show is here. I was at a conference in 2018, I want to say. It was in Philadelphia. And it was Tony Robbins, Gary Vee, John Maxwell. The Eagles had just won the Super Bowl. And Nick Foles was there, Doug Peterson. And I'd worked with Tony Robbins for over 5 years. I came to this event. And of all the events I'd been to, Tony made a sentence. And I think many missed it, but I got it. And I wrote it down. I remembered it. And he said this: I've interviewed over 50 billionaires. Think about somebody who could do something like that, could interview 50 billionaires, right? But here's what he said after that, because that sounds impressive and that's great. And he said only about 4 to 5 of them are fulfilled human beings. These are the most successful people on the planet in economic terms, that people aspire to be a billionaire. Tony, yes, you were with me. I just heard a fish jump. And I started to really think about that. And I thought, this is the dis-ease of our society, is that we are hyper focused on the next goal. We are continually striving for that future, that future utopian moment is finally going to come through some achievements, through some grand achievement. Then I'll be good. And I think when you look at billionaires, they suffer from this at a higher level. They're more driven. They're going to get there. And by the way, many of them provide incredible value for our lives, but many of them are not fulfilled individuals. And what's the point? And this is why this show is to create fulfillment now. To arrive where we started and know the place for the first time. And that place is the present moment. It's right here and right now, embracing what shows up. So here's the fix, not the fix, the more holistic, the more organic way. Your inner purpose is to awaken. It's as simple as that. You share that purpose with every other person on the planet because it is the purpose of humanity. Your inner purpose is an essential part of the purpose of the whole, the universe and its emerging intelligence. Your outer purpose can change over time. It varies greatly from person to person. Finding and living in alignment with the inner purpose is the foundation for fulfilling your outer purpose. It is the basis for true success. And this means that in its simplest form, your purpose is internal, to be in alignment with your being and who you are. That's it. Wow. And then you can get into the thought form and the identity and the goals, but never losing this. Never losing this. Or when you do lose it, you're aware that you lost it and you come back into that place. And how do you know? If you're feeling anxious, discontent, some level of frustration, chances are you are in a future moment that you're not at. In other words, you've mentally projected, there's a mental projection. I'm here. This moment is flawed. Or my story, I'm flawed. My story. This moment is flawed. My situation is flawed. I'm flawed. And that future moment is going to fix it. Dis-ease, discontent, lack of alignment. No matter where I go, there I am. So if that's my state, and I somehow do the right actions and achieve a societal success, guess what? Guess what follows me? Discontent, flawed, lack of worth. All the things that I had before are still there. The only thing we can do is embrace right now and find our fulfillment right now and expand from there. And society does not have your best interest at heart. Society wants to fit you in the box. But the box is irrelevant. And it's not about, I'm not going down an anti-society road. What I'm saying is that's irrelevant when you do this, because nothing can contain you at that point. You're in alignment. You're gonna bring light into the world. You're bringing spaciousness into the world, not constriction, contraction, anxiety, which is what everybody is functioning now. I gotta get here. I must. I have to. I gotta. I must. I have to. I gotta. And I gotta do this. And I gotta do that. And I gotta get over there. And they're not. And we're living in this continuum where we're not connected to the present moment, where we're not living. And it's insanity. It's insanity. Is this resonating with you? Give me. I'd like to hear your feedback. Is this resonating with you? Let me grab your shares. What else has arose in the present moment? We're gonna close the show out, and we're gonna grab some more moments of pause. I'm actually gonna step out of the scene, and I want to share these turkey buzzards. So I'm gonna lift my computer up so you can see that, and we're just gonna close out with just some beautiful, beautiful scenery and vibes. And I want to invite you. I'm going to do this right now. So I'm going to get this. I want to get this to you right now. Michelle, you made it. Feed your soul. I trust this is feeding your soul right now. I'm going to share this tonight at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We have a documentary that I'm going to release. It's called Flashpoint. It's my story. It's my story. I'm gonna share the link in the chat, and I'm going to invite you to join that tonight. So I will share that. That's at 8:30 tonight. You can join. It's the story of Flashpoint. It's the other show that we have that you can join. That show. It's every Thursday at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Mandy is our co-host for that show, and we have a great time. We had a lot of insight into that. And so this is kind of a subset of that show. This show is. So I'm gonna stand up, and I want you to be observing. What do you see? What do you hear? Remember, if you're just joining, we're filling the cup up, right? So this is what I'm talking about when I talk about the present moment. Is imagine if the present moment it was a cup, bird chirping. What else? What else do you hear? Right? We're filling the cup up. But here's the other part before I transition. The nice thing about the cup is that we can pour conscious intention into this moment by what's arising up in us from a natural organic place. Like what's coming up for you that feels right. Well, if that's coming up for you, that becomes a part of the present moment. That's the power of intention. It's not in an overthinking space. Most brilliant ideas rise up. Thomas Edison, it rose up inside of him when his conscious mind was shut down. And he enjoyed the process of. And so what is it that I want to give you this opportunity. Is there an intention that's coming up for you that you want to pour into this very moment? Is it gratitude? Is it you feeling love for somebody? Is it you just got connected to a grand vision that came to you? And I'll share this. In preparation for this show, I didn't have all the pieces, but I'm learning to get myself out of the way. And when I do that, the right things naturally come up. It's a surrender and a trust. And it's a beautiful process, and I want you to experience that. All right, so let me share some nature. We're going to grab your shares. We're going to grab some moments of silence, pause. But I got to show you these turkey buzzards. You're going to love this. Oh my gosh. And I need to stand up because my back in the present moment is saying, Austin, stand up. Can you see them? See the wings open atop? See that? So we're on their turf now, but turkey vultures. And then take a deep breath, by the way. Just make sure you just think about being spaciousness, openness, and just see what rises up inside. That's what we're doing here. I'm hugging you. I know you're scared. All right, let me just grab so. So how did we do for our first day? How did you do for your first day here with the power of pure presence? How did you do today? Did you allow yourself to step into the moment? Were you present? Did you pause and breathe? Did you feel some solace? Did you feel a state of inner peace? Did you observe? Did a new intention arise? Maybe it was like, I'm getting outside. I'm getting out of the four walls. Pause and breathe. We got a new intention. We got a new intention. We got hugs. We got virtual hugs. We got turkey vultures. We got. I had lost 22 hours since 8 or 9 a.m. I went awake and I'm so thankful. I'm crying. Mandy, we send you love and prayers today. This too shall pass. I know I got to stand up more when I'm doing these. Let's see what Ivy has to say. What's coming up for me is that I can do with ease, move forward with ease, and that all will work out. Right? If you take care of this being inside and you get that alignment, head and heart can align. Let the action be the fruit of that inner purpose. The right actions are the fruit of that. When you take that inner purpose first as a primary, the right actions become the fruit of that place, become the fruit, I don't want to say place, the fruit of that experience. And we got some more people coming into our present moment here. That's a great share, Ivy. You heard a cardinal. All right, everyone, I'm going to drop the link. Did I do that yet? Yeah, here's the documentary for tonight. You're welcome to join. And we're just going to bring this show to a close. We have 4 minutes left. If there's anything else you want to share, anything else that came up for you, feel free to share that now. And I will drop the link for tonight, the Flashpoint documentary, at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's on YouTube. You can stream it from your phone from anywhere. And I'll be in the chat for tonight. And I'll be back tomorrow at 7:45 a.m. You can find me Facebook.com/Austin J. Haines, I believe. And you can join the every morning the gratitude and intuitive sessions we're doing. I'll be back on Thursday with Flashpoint TV with Mandy Robinson. And I'll be back on a week from today with the Power of Pure Presence again. And with the ability, we'll see what rises up to bring you another incredible episode. I don't know that every episode is going to be an hour, but I will say, we'll let it evolve. And I'm always open to your feedback, always open to other things that we can do. And I'm just looking at my notes. And just to wrap this up, the reason why we're doing this is to help you live a more fulfilled life now by harnessing the power of pure presence. You are not flawed, nor is this moment flawed. It just is. We can only fix the future by making right now better, by fully embracing right now. We can avoid being destination addicted and future addicted, and we devalue the now. We can avoid that process. We have the hourglass and the cup. We filled the cup up today. We harnessed the hourglass, which I put away, and then we filled the cup up today with things in the present moment. And I trust that your cup runneth over now based on what happened here today. So with the minute that we have left, this show is going to be culminating of people, presence, places, people, your shares. It's going to be a reading. We're going to have an intuitive talk like we did today. Live audience shares and the location. I'm at Arnie's Mount, and when I shared with those turkey buzzards, right up beyond that tree is the highest point in southern New Jersey. So everyone, I want to thank you for being here this morning. I'm going to get out of the way for a moment. We're going to pause. Just be present. Just be present and take this with you the rest of the day, perhaps the rest of your life. I trust this is what many of you, exactly what you needed. And if the tears flow, let them flow. Let them flow. There's nothing more powerful than the present moment. And we shall not cease from exploration, and all of our exploring, we shall arrive to where we started and know the place for the first time. And that place is this very moment. Thank you for being here this morning. Love you. God bless you. And we'll see you soon.